The Antivan crows send their regards. And the most expensive. What? I rather thought I'd wake up dead. Or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. You're a rather saucy little minx, aren't you? Lovely, too. If it is questions you're after, let me save you some time and get right to the point. My name is Everan. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens. Which I have failed at, sadly. Oh, so would I be in your shoes. But for me it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career.
Ho there, Duncan! A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun. Then I will have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious! The other warden said you found a promising recruit. I take it this is she? I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of any archdemon. I'd hope for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must be off before Logain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The King of Ferelden riding with the Grey Wardens to stem the tide of evil.
I've had gentler invitations. And just, what are you seeking? Which one? You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go? You'll need to hear the whole story. But, more importantly, that's when I first met the champion. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard and high down. Guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous, maybe. Might want to watch yourself. It's raining demons out here.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it? Don't threaten me, little girl. A favor for a favor? Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I help you. Putting out milk. I miss having a cat around. But I think the refugees have scared them all off. Or maybe eaten them.
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can. I am not a slave. I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous. Daenerys wanted to strip the flesh from my bones, and he sent so many hunters after me I've lost count. And even before that, he kept me on a leash like a Kunari mage, a personal pet to mock Kunari custom. So yes, I intend to do more than just talk. If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall, with lightning bolts shooting from your eyes? I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you. To lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to.
I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. I snapped his sword in half and we talked things out over drinks. Right. You two just work whatever that is out of your system. Like poison. Weird ass poison. The next time you run into a line of enemies, I'll pick you up and throw you. No, this could work. I loft you over the front ranks, run behind them to flank. Mayhem ensues. But think of the mayhem, Sarah. Mayhem.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the free marches to hide. No. What happened to my family was murder.
Excuse me, who are... My post at the Chanther's board. Did Her Grace let that stay? You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. Perhaps now my parents might rest easily in their graves. I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world. To yourself. That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself. The justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius. I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your assistance. I have been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits that have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. He had only been back a few days before he left again secretly. It set off some warning bells. I meant to scare him into a confession. He had to believe my threats were genuine.
Blood magic. Where do you not see blood magic? My people cannot sneeze without you accusing them of corruption.
Are you prepared, champion? The battle is almost upon us.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Daedalus and the human of all things, to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new recruit, I take it.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary.
Yes, Kaelin. A glorious moment for us all.
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Honora, hush. It's over. Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees. Forever.
Maker, I'm getting too old for this. I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose I have you to thank for that, don't I, Win? The Circle owes the both of you a debt we can never repay. Come, the Templars await. We should let them know that the Circle is once again ours. I will need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower. Oh, I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence. Well, less being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. I'd be careful. First it's, I like you. Then zap. Frog time. Yes, swooping is bad. Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you. Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard? Well, I hope not. People love Nanette. Sometimes twice a night.
Name's Ogren. And if you've heard anything about me, it's that I piss ale and kill little boys that look at me wrong. Which is mostly true. You saw it. Tell it to give it back. That dog. Mangy mongrel. Sodding thing took my pants. I'll show it. I don't need my pants anyway. But the dog doesn't know that. It'll be its sodding downfall.
No. The appearance of the darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I will send my eldest off with my men. We will ride tomorrow just like the old days. I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle, unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription. I was wondering how long this would take. Did he ask to recruit you? If he did, then we'll have to consider it. If a blight is upon us, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. You've grown into a fine lad. That much is clear. My dearest child, you know that I am gone, and none of your prayers and wishes can bring me back. No more must you grieve, my boy. Take the pain and the guilt, acknowledge it, and let go. It is time. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. So I leave this in your hands. I know you'll do great things with it.
You helped me in the Fade, and have proven yourself since. It is not right to judge all mortals the same. A friend. That is an interesting concept. I'm not sure how to respond to that. I do not know what makes demons as they are. Such evil angers me, but I do not understand it. I as well, Mage. More than you can possibly know.
Shanadan Hawk. I've expected you. Moras Tal Eblashok. You alone are buzzily done. This is what respect looks like, Baz. Some of you will never earn it. So, Hawk, you know that I'm denied Parvalan until the tome of Kosloon is found.
How would you see this resolved without it?
Do you accept the gift that I offer? What do we have here? An intruder. I bid you welcome. Care to join in our revels? Oh, very observant. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Of course, this means that you killed my servants. Well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
I've been stung by a bee. I think it's swelling. Maker, am I dying? If I die, make sure the world knows. I died at Chateauhain. Name's Murdoch. Mayor of what's left of the village, provided we all aren't dragged off to the castle tonight. I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
That sword, Orin. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it. Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well. Well, I better get underway. So many darkspawn up ahead, so little time. Off we go, then. I'll see you soon, my love. Getting sent to bed early, are we? A warm bed doesn't sound so bad, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back. Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar. If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here. We aren't free of them yet, just like at Ostagar. This is just the start. Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated. He's fainted. He made quite an impression these days. Shall you wear your shield to the noble's feast? As opposed to the paragon of beauty. Ha! Don't you know how this goes? I get undressed, and one of your brothers or cousins comes in and thrashes me. I'll take my chances outside the palace, if you don't mind. Perhaps after the feast. Thoughts for another time, I suppose. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better. It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers. Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. I am Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl. Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! Oh, this is wonderful news. Indeed. Taran Logain would have us believe that all the Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelin risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. I am in a cage, am I not? I was placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Barisad, vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you exhibit manners I have not come to expect in your lands. On good days, I pose riddles to passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers. No. Bashara, munch on these if you like. I am willing to part with him if it will save us from this fool. I took them from a boy in the last village we passed, a fat, slovenly thing. What is your wish, Kadan? The Arashok asked me what is the Blight. I stand here looking into its eyes, and I still do not know the answer. But perhaps you do. You're just in time. I found these humans hiding in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt. You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland. This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethalan? What should we do with them?
Let those who would destroy us step into the light. The world is tearing itself apart. Whatever we were before, we are now the Inquisition.
Hey everybody, this is Dylan Shipley. If you made it to the end of this, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. This has been my Dragon Age voice demo. Thank you for listening.